guys, welcome back to Millennial Money Honey. Today I wanted to talk to you all about how I didn't buy anything for a whole entire year. I did not buy any clothes, any home goods, any candles, decor, nothing. No physical item for an entire year. And this year really helped shape how I think about my spending and what I really need versus what I want. So it all started back in 2017, which was my year of sustainability. And it was like my New Year's resolution to just be mindful of my impact on the environment and reduce, my impact where I could. But instead of doing it for an entire year, which I felt like was a lot for me to just cut these things out of my life, my plan was to do it for a quarter. So 3 months at a time, 4 different kind of resolutions. And so for the first quarter, I decided to not buy anything. And so these were my rules for not buying anything. My first rule was not buying any clothes, period. No clothes, I did not need anything. I have everything, no dresses, no pants, no hair accessories. I did not need anything. I could make everything that I had in my closet work. The second was I could not buy any home goods. So I had been known to, really go all out for, Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations, seasonal flair, things to just, tchotchkes to make your home look cute, whatever was the trend at the time, which was probably Chevron or something. So I could not buy any home goods or candles or anything like that. Oh, and I could also not buy makeup. So if I saw a bright red lipstick that was supposedly looks good on every lip according to that one blogger, I wasn't allowed to buy makeup. I just had to use all the things that I had. The things that I could buy were stuff that I ran out of, like shampoo. If I ran out of shampoo, obviously I'm not gonna not wash my hair for the rest of the 3 months. I was allowed to buy things like that. And I could also buy experiences. So whether that was dinner out with my friends, a night out on the town, me and my friends would always go out, and I would never not want to experience those making memories with my friends. So experiences, travel, food, things like that, I really did not hold back on. So really just materialistic items. Experiences were good, materialistic items off limits. So the first few months were really hard, I'm not gonna lie. I have always been a person who, really loved to dress up, to be trendy. My clothes have always felt like a form of self-expression. Even when I was little, growing up in a small town in Texas, I always tried to, wear what was cool or be ahead of the times. Back when skinny jeans weren't even a thing, I would wear I wanted to be trendy and cool, and that's how I kind of defined my self-worth. So it manifested itself in shopping and, feeling that need to be accepted by wearing what was quote unquote cool. So I used to define my self-worth through clothes. And because of that, the first month and a half or so was honestly really freaking hard for me. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy. It was going through withdrawals. Sometimes you just wanna mindlessly scroll through Zara and online shop, or a favorite pastime of mine is literally just going to a mall and wandering through every single store and just looking and seeing what I'm gonna find that day. I could spend 7 to 8 hours at a mall, no joke, me and my mom all day. It was a marathon. Shopping was my exercise. And so it was hard. I would see stuff, and I would still go to the mall with my friends because that's kind of an experience and bonding experience in and of itself. I know people these days during the pandemic, we don't even go to malls really anymore or hang out with friends. But it was such a bonding experience at the time. But I had always told myself, at the end of those 3 months, I could buy whatever. If I really wanted that shirt, that top, that dress, I could buy it. So for me, it was very hard, but after about a month and a half, it kind of I lost the overwhelming desire and urge to buy. And because of that, it really made me reflect on all of my purchases. do I really want it? Do I need it? Like, what will it replace in my closet? Or like, do I have anything like it? All of my like wants became a lot more conscious in front of mine. So, at the end of the 3 months, when it ultimately came down to it, I had, things that I wanted, initially, and I didn't want them anymore. And even after that 3-month period, when I said I could buy, like, I didn't buy anything for the next 3 months. And I loved the experience so much because instead of, adding to your life, like something you have to remember, just not shopping at all, it's much easier to like take something out than it is, I feel like, to add something. So it was easy in that sense. So the third quarter of the year, I actually did like another 3 months of like no buy. So because I did the no buy quarter in 2017, I decided I was going to go the full year in 2018. And even my closest friends were like, no way, Katie, you can't do that. There's no way you're gonna make it a whole entire year. Like, everybody knows how much I love to shop, and like they just didn't think I could last a whole year. But I knew that because I had gotten over this like urge to shop and I was a lot more mindful, I was able to roll that into a whole nother year. It was not honestly as hard as one might think. I still kept the same rules that I did for my initial quarter of no spending. So, no materialistic items, only experiences. And because of that, like, I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. Things are things. And at the end of the day, like, nobody's gonna remember like what you were wearing like 2 years ago. They're gonna remember the things that you did, the trips that you went on, the nights you had, and the memories you made. And I think that really put into focus for me the year of 2018 when I didn't buy anything. It's like, you're not gonna remember that lavender candle. You really won't. It might smell nice in that moment and bring you joy, but like, it also, you don't need it. You're not gonna be thinking about like, oh, that one candlelit night where I was just sitting there sniffing my candle. No, it's not like, it just doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. So I will say, like, a key to my success of the year was going in and just testing it out for a quarter. So after a year, we wore the same clothes over and over and over again. And honestly, I don't think anybody even noticed, like, before that, how I was defining my worth by like, by the cute outfits I was wearing, I don't feel that anybody noticed I was wearing the same clothes over and over again, and they still thought like, oh, Katie, you look good, like, you still are a stylish person. And I think it made me realize that buying like the latest fast fashion does not make you any cooler. People will still like you, and they won't notice like if you're not wearing the latest and greatest of fashions or the designer labels or anything like that. So yeah, where I used to want like a Chanel bag, things like that did not matter to me anymore, and they still don't. Like, if I need a trusty old bag, I will wear my same leather Madewell one that I've had for the last 5 years, and it still feels timeless. The way I made it through the whole year without feeling the need to buy, but still kind of keeping my wardrobe fresh or new to me, was by kind of reaching out to my network. And the very first thing I did in January was organize a clothing swap. For that, I just invited all of my close friends to my backyard, said, bring clothes, bring whatever you want, bring what you would donate, and we can all like I had everything organized and hung up everybody's clothing, and they could take whatever they wanted for free. And people would come with their own clothes, hang them up, and then just take whatever they wanted. And at the end of the clothing swap, I just donated everything that didn't get exchanged. But that way, people felt like they got new clothes to them. I felt I got like some cute new tops for free, and saved a lot of money, and then donated to people who really needed the clothes. So I think for me, so I did the clothing swap, and then I tapped into kind of my network of friends and family who were also just, getting rid of stuff. I think by kind of sharing with everybody my goals about what I was trying to do, and friends and family would like offer clothes to me. For example, I have 3 sisters, and we're all kind of close enough to the same size. So if they were getting rid of stuff, I'd be like, save stuff for me, I'm gonna go through what you don't want. So when I would see them, like they'd have clothes that they didn't want, and I would just kind of pick through them and kind of get new to me clothes. Same with my grandma. I wear a ton of my grandma's clothes, and even like my aunts and uncles, like I wear dudes' clothes too. Like anything is fair game. I will take whatever people don't want and try and like give it a new life, a new home. And that really helps me curb my want to buy new things just for the sake of buying new things. I still feel like I'm getting to experience a new wardrobe every time I get a new piece of clothes. So my style has definitely shifted. You know, right now I think in 2020, like the big puffy sleeves or like the squared off neckline or things like that are very in vogue right now. And I definitely probably dress more like a grandma because I literally like have clothes from my grandma. But even though I do wear old lady clothes and my uncle's men's clothes, my dad's clothes, whoever it is, like I think I try and stick to pieces that are timeless, like tees, white tees. My color palette has definitely ranged down. Like I used to like to wear like brighter, bold colors, and now everything tends to be in a very like navy, white, black, gray, neutral palette because I think those colors stand the test of time. A bright yellow will come and go, like a bold marine blue, you know, will be in trend for a season, but neutrals are timeless. So it's been almost 2 years since I actually did my no buy challenge, and the thing that has stuck with me is that I literally do not have a desire to buy new things. Like my sister asked me today if I wanted to buy anything in her order, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Like I know lounge sets are so popular right now, but like I also have so much clothes. I still have a lot of clothes, like, so I'm like totally and perfectly happy with what I have now. Like I did buy one thing this year, and that is my biker shorts, because that's a big trend right now too. And I've been thinking about that purchase for a year. So finally, like back in April, I was like, I'm gonna buy these biker shorts. Like we were staying at home, like, and I want comfy pants, so I'm gonna buy these biker shorts. And I did, and that was the one thing I bought this year. A lot of the things that I do buy, I try to only buy like secondhand or thrift it, and if I do, I really try and buy stuff from companies that I like believe in their mission and who I believe care about like the world and the kind of world that we are shaping for our children. Because at the end of the day, I feel like consumerism wants you to buy, and that also creates a lot of waste too. So, you know, I'm not to get all like, oh, environmental, blah, 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 but I do just care about that, and that's what is important to me. And I don't try and push that belief on anybody else, but I'm just trying to do what I can to, you know, do my part. So my no buy year was really amazing for me. It helped save a lot of money for me, helped do a little bit of good for the environment, and you know, it was just an all-around great experience, and I totally recommend you try it, whether it's for a week or a couple months or a quarter like I did initially, or a whole entire year. And if you've tried it, let me know how it went, and if you have any more tips on how you did it, also leave that in the comments below. If you like this video and you want more content like this, like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next week to talk more money, honey.